Hiya guys, it's Svetka and today we're gonna compare Spotify versus Apple Music, the two giants in the field of music streaming. Let's go. For the past 2.5 years I've been using Apple Music, but recently I decided that I want to try Spotify and understand why people love it so much. But as a result, this application just disappointed me. Despite all the good reviews that I've heard about this program, I came to the conclusion that Apple Music wins this dispute. If you haven't tried any of the above, I personally advise you to try firstly Apple Music and then smoothly switch to free 3 months from Spotify and then turn back to Apple Music. You know what? I probably should have tried some more music streaming platforms and tell you which are the best and the easiest to use. If you're interested in this, then write under the video which services should I compare and what are the features that should be compared. Oh yes, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel in case you don't want to miss new videos. And here is the new one, the new video made freshly from farmer, which is me. Spotify versus Apple Music, let's compare. A month ago I started using Spotify and I plan to use it for the next 2 months remaining from the free subscription. The point is, why not? As for Apple Music, I've been using it for the past 2.5 years and I was totally satisfied with this service, but I stopped using it only because I wanted to try something new, and I did. This will be the first new year that I will be celebrating not with Apple Music but with Spotify. PT. We will evaluate each application according to 8 criteria that I myself came up with, including the price, description and statistics of the service, lyrics, the total number of songs, the number of songs that you can download to and listen to offline, in which countries this or that application works, and the alphabetical structuring tool. I will tell you what it is for. Let's start with Apple Music. The app itself was announced and launched on June 2015 in over 100 countries. Not bad for a startup, right? The price for individual subscription is £9.99 per month and £4.99 per student. And also there is a family subscription available, which is £14.99 per month. Spotify was founded in April 2006, and back then it was a very cool application, one of the first to start streaming music. However, it was only available in Europe. And in the United States, it was launched in 2008 or 2011. The prices are the same, except for the family subscription, they don't provide one. Now, facts and judgments. Apple Music provides lyrics even for foreign songs. What cannot be said about Spotify? Look, the situation is as follows. I mean, there is an inbuilt service called Genius in Spotify, which in essence should serve as a subtitle, but in fact sometimes it shows the history of a song and an author, sometimes it shows a history that happened behind the lyrics, or it doesn't show anything at all. However, while using Apple Music app, I didn't have any troubles at all. But for some old songs they don't provide lyrics, and I can kinda understand this fact. I thought that the lyrics to the song is a function that should be regarded as given, not as something extra. Spotify claims there are 50+ million tracks on its platform, but Apple Music has 60 million songs. You can think at that moment how petty and greedy Vetka should be to compare, and how can I give my preference to Apple Music in that regard over Spotify. And now it is the moment to know the truth. Of course, it's not a big difference when comparing these two services. It affected me. When I started using Spotify, I couldn't find some tracks that I was listening previously in Apple Music. How come that 50 million tracks appeared in Spotify and they guarantee that they have 50+ million tracks, but some of my tracks were not uploaded? Good question. Another piece of statistics from Vetka. 10K, that is the maximum number of songs that you can download straight to your device. According to Spotify, Apple Music says, with their service, you're able to download 100K tracks directly to your device. And now the difference between these two applications has just grown. Apple Music application structure is that there is a big one playlist, which is sorted alphabetically. You can choose to alphabetize by the name of author or by the name of song. Depends on you. From that big playlist, you can create your own playlists. In Spotify, you can only build your own playlists from the very beginning and then use them. There is no such big playlists. I mean, sometimes I use Shuffle Play And while driving somewhere, for example, while going somewhere, when you have your playlist, you sometimes get tired from all those songs that you just used to listen to every day, and then you wanted something new, so you just shuffle your big playlist. I mean, all the songs that you ever added to your application, and you have a great chance to listen to every single composition that you've added. And I think that is the good thing about this alphabetized thing. And you can easily find your songs by alphabetical order, so that makes it easier to use. As I've said, in Spotify you can only build your own playlists, and the point is you can only download the whole playlist, not the separate songs like you can do in Apple Music. But now I'll talk about how can you download the songs in both these services. Apple Music has such function that you can download each song separately. I mean, if you want to build some kind of playlist and download several songs, and several songs will be left as not downloaded, here you are, do whatever. But in Spotify you can only download the whole playlist and listen to this music. At the beginning I thought that is not such a useful tool, but when I started using Spotify I realized how useful it was. That is, downloading only the songs you need. You're not only saving the memory on your device, but also you have the opportunity to build your own playlist with both downloaded and unloaded songs. I think that is a useful tool, but Spotify doesn't share these views with me. Finally, about accessibility. Did you know there are some states that can't use neither of these two apps? However, when Spotify is currently available in 79 states, Apple Music is accessible in 115 countries. Abruptly. About the subscription to Spotify, it is worth saying that there is a great opportunity to listen to random tracks for free. I think it's kind of useful when you're driving somewhere and you don't want to listen to your normal playlist, you just want to shuffle something and just having something, you know, in the background of your thoughts. Or maybe you're walking somewhere and yes, the same thing. Apple Music doesn't provide such thing. And I would say, okay, it doesn't matter, £5 is not such a great price for a monthly payment for your music streaming service. But it could be useful, just to show users what it is like to use Apple Music. However, despite all these minor flaws, both services are good. And not only I think so. According to statistics, 217 million people are currently using Spotify, while only 60 million people are using Apple Music. So Apple Music is just gaining momentum for now. By this video I'm just comparing two platforms. But I don't intend to insult or to offend anyone. To each his own. I as a user want easy access to all the cool features of my music streaming application, for which I pay £5 per month for my student subscription, or somebody pays £10 per month, and get pretty much the same. I have so much going on in my life. And I don't want to be disappointed by my music streaming service. Just make my life easier. Thanks for watching me, guys. For today, I think that's it. I hope you'll find your favorite app. And if not, I'm open to answer to any of your questions. Just write them down below in the comments. And give me a thumbs up. Thanks very much for watching me. Bye.